Every fjord in Norway is stunning, but each one has its own vibe, its own story, and its own jaw-dropping moments.
We have to go all the way into the fjord and turn around 180 degrees.
Whether you're chasing towering cliffs, hidden waterfalls, or postcard-perfect villages,
it's such a dramatic landscape and it's all around you.
we're sailing up the Norwegian coast. While counting down the top 5 fjords in Norway you can cruise through this year. From iconic must-sees to one local favorite that you can only reach by sea. So stick around till the end. You won't want to miss this hard-to-reach hidden fjord. And how do we know? We've been sailing these fjords for over 130 years, longer than anyone else. Back when the coast was the highway, we were the lifeline, carrying post, people and supplies through all kinds of weather. These waters, we know them like family. So if you're looking to explore Norway's fjords, not just cruise through them, but really get to know them, come with us. We know the way. Hjørundfjord is the hidden gem, quiet, wild, untouched. It's off the main tourist path, and that's exactly why we love it.
This Hjørundfjord is approximately 35 kilometers long and penetrates in the Sunnmøre Alps. These Alps are quite high. They can tower up to 1,600 meters above sea level. The fjord is approximately 2 kilometers wide, and there is a little typically West Norwegian mountain village, 42 inhabitants. There is no port in Urke. We have to anchor our ships, and then a shuttle boat brings us to Urke on land. And there we have excursions, for example bus tours, even deeper in the mountain valleys around Romsdalen, and mountain hikes with visiting of shieldings,
which is essentially a collection of small dwellings that farmers who used to stay in, and they would stay there basically as shelter. And you can step inside and see what that accommodation was like. As the boat turned into Hjørundfjord, it's such a dramatic landscape and it's all around you. If you're into nature, it's a very unique place, and everywhere you look, it's nothing but beauty.
You've seen Geirangerfjord in postcards. Now experience it for real. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is pure drama. Towering cliffs, ancient farms, and waterfalls tumbling from the sky. We've been coming here since long before it made the bucket lists.
Geirangerfjorden is a 15-kilometer long branch of the larger Storfjorden, winding through steep mountains and emerald waters. The name Geiranger derives from Old Norse Geir, which means spear, and Anger, which means fjord. And what is a fjord? It is a branched section of the sea, and is usually long and narrow, surrounded by steep mountains. The fjord and the valley have been formed by glaciers during the ice ages.
Geirangerfjord was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2005. It's recognized for its pristine beauty and geological significance. The fjord plunges to depths of over 260 meters, and the surrounding cliffs, they shoot up to 1,700 meters above sea level. That's like standing at the bottom of a massive ocean trench, surrounded by mountains. Geirangerfjord is famous for its majestic waterfalls, including the Seven Sisters, the Suta, the Bridal Veil. Some of these waterfalls drop up to 250 meters. At the end of the fjord lies Geiranger village, home to just about 200 permanent residents. Want jaw-dropping views? Drive the famous Ørnesvingen, Eagle's Bend, for one of the best viewpoints of the fjord.
Welcome to Isfjord, the polar fjord, and one of the largest and most iconic fjords in the Svalbard archipelago. Located on the west coast of Spitsbergen, Isfjord stretches over 107 kilometers long, and at its widest point, it spans around 20 kilometers across. The name Isfjord literally means ice fjord, and for good reason. For much of the year, its waters are fringed with sea ice and towering glacier fronts. It's a dramatic meeting point of Arctic Ocean and Arctic land.
Svalbard is a unique place. Come in with the ship, with a harbor, and you see the mountains with the snow on top. And you see this really wild environment, which we in Norway knows before, but Svalbard is even more wild than the northern Norway. So this is a destination for the whole world actually to see, and of course what it has to offer regarding the polar bears and the white foxes and so on. It's amazing.
And let's not forget, this far north you're well inside the Arctic Circle. That means during summer the sun never sets. 24 hours of daylight give you endless time to explore. So whether you come for the wildlife, the history, or just to witness the raw power of the Arctic, Isfjord is a place you'll never forget. Next, Romsdalsfjorden, one of Norway's most breathtaking alpine fjords. Stretching an impressive 88 kilometers from Molde to Åndalsnes. This fjord is framed by towering peaks, sheer cliffs, and lush, green alpine meadows that burst with color in the summer months. One of the must-see highlights is Rampestreken, a dramatic steel viewing platform perched 537 meters above sea level. Step out and you'll feel like you're floating high above Åndalsnes, with sweeping views over the Rauma River, the emerald meadows below, and the endless curve of the fjord. For an even higher perspective, ride the Romsdal Gondola, a state-of-the-art cable car climbing nearly 708 meters up to Mount Nisaksla. In just minutes, you're whisked from fjord-side forests to panoramic mountaintop views, surrounded by the jagged Romsdal Alps and soft alpine pastures. And further into the mountains climbs the Trollstigen, an epic mountain pass with 11 dramatic switchbacks. Romsdalsfjorden offers an unforgettable alpine adventure for every season.
Then there is Trollfjord, the fjord of legends. One of Norway's most magical and mysterious places. Tucked deep in the Lofoten archipelago, only accessible by water, Trollfjord is just 2 kilometers long, and at its narrowest point, only 100 meters wide, with cliffs that rise almost vertically, up to 500 meters high.
It's not possible to turn here, so we have to go all the way into the fjord and turn around 180 degrees, and then we sail out again.
Being on board a ship that squeezes into the Trollfjord and was rotated like a ballet dance at the end, with such delicacy. You felt like you could almost touch the edge of the rocks as we were going past.
Legend has it, trolls once lived here. Some say they still do. Turn your head just right, and you might just see a troll's face carved into the stone, frozen in time by the sun. But it's not just legends that fill the air here. You'll often see majestic white-tailed sea eagles circling above, with wingspans stretching over 2 meters. They own the sky.
They were just flying over the top of us, just below the skylines. It was almost like they were guarding the space. It was a monumental experience.
And if you're good with your camera, you can also take very beautiful and close-up pictures of the sea eagles, how they fly quite close to the boat. And we have seen some very, very beautiful pictures of the guests have taken.
And then there's the quiet. When our ships glide into Trollfjord, everything slows down. The engines go nearly silent, as if even humans are afraid to disturb the stillness. It's more than a destination. It's a place where nature, myth, and silence come together. If you are ready to see these fjords for yourself, discover our voyages at the link in the description and watch this next video for more inspiration from the Norwegian coast.